Hi, I'm Lou. Another episode of My Car Story. I'm here with my friend John Gastman, who's helped with some of my dreams buying one of my dream cars. And we're out at Roanoke Motors.
Yes, we are.
And you're the one of the partners of the business.
Yep, correct.
And right now, you can come out to John's dealership, the largest Viper sales in the Midwest, as well as get your Hellcat or get your Dodge or your Ram or
We
your
appreciate any
Jeep
business.
or
Right.
anything that comes on out. I bring my car all the way out to see him. But today, we're featuring a special car that there are only how many of?
50.
Only 50. So I'm going to grab the camera, Leon. And John, again, you always have a way of surprising me. Tell me, I'm just going to have you look this way for a second. What is it that, tell me how this worked out. This is a factory car.
Correct. They made 50 what they call drag pack cars with the V10 Viper engine in them, but it's a specific Viper engine. Instead of this one would have had a 600 horsepower from the factory back in those days. They put a different camshaft, different heads, different intake, and different programmer, and it's got a little over 900 horse from the factory.
900 horsepower from the factory. This is not something that the average person can get. It's not VIN numbered.
No VIN number, no insurance. You can't drive it on the street.
Can't drive it on the street.
Right.
Just the kind of thing we want to see. So come on back with me, and let me just start with just this emblem.
That's the identification number of the car, along with the part number. You buy a part number and the car comes.
That's part number 43 and car number 43, the drag pack. And let's take a look
I
back.
purchased 6 out of the 50.
6 out of 50. So they originally come this color, white. Why is that?
Yep. Jack Roush does the cars. They're called body in white. They did that back in the late 60s, early 70s. Also back then they acid dipped the cars. These are just less sealer, they're just made so it's less weight in them. But they're not acid dipped. But it's made for racing. You want to be competitive with the Fords and the Chevys, you got to kind of have a competitive product.
And I'm going to take a shot of the side of it.
Sure.
Let's go back here. By the way, while I'm going back, these are the stock rims. This is the way it came from the factory. Notice the Mopar emblem right there. It's a little bit mind-blowing.
No mirrors because it slows you down. You know, the wind resistance.
The drag pack option. There's the no mirrors.
Of course, when you look at the inside, it's got the. And this is just for looks, you know, because they all got the hole here. There's nothing in there because it's got a fuel cell in the trunk.
Okay. We should take a look at that.
We can do that. Everything on the vehicle is. It's made. It takes about a month to 6 weeks to build one at Jack Roush's. After you get the body, they get the body and they send to Jack Roush.
Yeah.
For there, he puts a whole different suspension. If I put that on a hoist, you would not believe all the suspension work done to make it be a great drag car.
Really?
And actually, one I sold to a guy in Philadelphia owns 2 records in super stock D&E class, and it's just kind of fun. I go there and see him. I like going to races. That's where I got started, is drag racing. You know, on the street and went to the drag strip, got pretty well known that way, and this takes us to a whole nother level. These are 150-mile-an-hour car in a quarter mile.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it came factory with the slicks.
That's correct.
Wow, look at that.
Lou, you stopped out today. I didn't know he was going to look at this car. I would have washed it. You know?
Yeah, I saw the
turn-off switch from the back here, so you got your battery on and off, so you're not going to have a fire or something. Everything's got all of it. And this is your deck lid. You'll pull this lever down. You have car cover pictures of back when it got built. Petro, the guy from Chrysler, takes this letter and sends it to each of the customers.
Let's just let people kind of meditate.
Yep, special version 512.
Wow. Okay.
And he didn't sign none of these, but I've sent a few back to customers at bottom. He signed them, so they're trying to, you know, they have a little fun. This is the fuel cell I was talking about.
Yeah.
And HRA is very particular. They don't want accidents or things to happen, so they got a lot of rules. That's for our own good and safety.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the interior.
Okay.
With the factory roll bar.
Yeah, Jack Rouse cuts the dash up. The gauges, no gauges in there work. They're just for looks. It looks like a regular Challenger dash, regular Challenger steering wheel. But all your gauges are in the middle.
And all of these gauges up top are.
I don't think so. Okay.
All the. Wow.
See the roll cage how it's made?
Look at the roll cage here. So we've got the plastic.
Let me just test something here if I can. I'll find out in just a minute. I got to turn it on. Yeah, hit the switch on. I'm just going
to jump in.
Yeah, there's a. Turn the ignition on, turn the fuel on. I don't need water. idea what we have here.
Holy cow! You have an actual rocket.
It is an actual rocket.
Make sure you get out of there okay. All right, let's take a look under the
I'm not as thin
hood.
as I used to be.
Well, hey, that doesn't look like an easy one to get in and out of, John.
This is a aluminum hood on here.
That's amazing.
There's no second catch because you don't need it. It's not a legal car. So it's just that the hood pins, about like back in the day of the Superbird.
Yeah.
Same idea. So this is a stock block, reworked heads, intake, throttle body is all new to give it the horsepower. Instead of it's got a completely different kind of camshaft system in it and a different computer to run it.
Holy
But it
cow.
does turn 900 horse.
900 horse in a Viper engine inside there. Wow. Well, that's just, and you could see the massive headers on there. And it's just all amazing. Well, John, let's
Made
shut
for
the
racing.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing, made for racing.
I know you didn't have it cleaned like you would have liked to.
If I knew he was coming, this one is so tough out in California, but and it took them 2 years to build that many too, by the way. It wasn't something they just did overnight. It takes a long time to build these race cars.
John, stand right next to it.
Oh yes, sir.
Hey, thanks again for being on My Car Story.
My pleasure. Have a good day, Lou.